Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how we can copy data from SharePoint, not from our spreadsheet to SharePoint. Let me reiterate. In this video, we are going to see how we can copy data from our Excel to SharePoint. So first thing is that this is my spreadsheet, okay, that I'm going to use. And let me also show you my SharePoint list that is readily available that we have created in our previous video. Let me simply go to home page. Click here and simply click on this list. So currently we only have one records. So we'll fill all this data like employee ID, department, salary and status. Now, first of all, let us learn some concept. So if you want to copy data from your Excel to your SharePoint, so you will need to give a table, right? So for example, if you see currently this is not a table, so when I click here, okay, I'm not getting that table option, but once I click here, once I say format this as table and I say this, now you can see my table is ready, right? But what I will do, I will simply remove this table here, okay? And if you see currently this is not a table, so what I'm going to do, I will simply save or download. I will copy this one. All right, employee records. So I have saved this particular spreadsheet locally, and we need to remember this spreadsheet doesn't have any table currently. So we'll even convert this one into table while we'll create our flow. So first of all, let me create a flow. Let me create Cloud Connect. I will say I need to create an instant flow. And I will use this manual. I will say upload Excel to flow and like copy data to SharePoint, something like this. All right, I will hit on my create button. All right, so the first interesting thing that we'll do is we'll select this file option. Okay, then we'll say please upload your Excel here. Okay, so we are using this operation because when we'll click on this test button, we want to upload this particular file that I have saved here, this employee record spreadsheet here itself. So the first thing is that I will need this particular file to be available at a particular location, right? So for that, let me do one thing. Let me go to documents and here I will click on new. I will create a new folder. I will say this as Excel upload, something like this. I will hit on this create button. So what we'll do, when we will upload this file, so we need a place in our flow to save that file. So we'll save this local spreadsheet into this particular folder like Excel upload. So for that, what I will do, as I'm doing it in SharePoint, so I'm going to use create file operation from my SharePoint. So I will use this operation. Here I will need to choose my site address, that is my SharePoint training. Then I need to give a folder path. So I will simply, I can go to my, okay, let me check the location from here. So we have this share documents folder. Inside this folder, if you see, we have just created this Excel upload folder, right? So I'm going to select the same. Here I want to give a file name. So what I will do, I will simply search for here Okay, we have file content here. Let me see if we can get file name as well. Okay, no worries. I don't think we have file name here. So I will simply pass my file content here, and I will say this as my employee sheet, something like this. So this would be my file name. So what this is going to do, this will save this my local spreadsheet into this particular folder. Okay, so I'm done with this step. Like, the file is uploaded now into SharePoint. Now once this file will get created, so there will be a delay of few seconds for sure, right? So that's why I'm going to use this delay operation here. And let me set initially this for 10 seconds and will increase if we'll need this. Okay, so I've added delay here. Now my file is uploaded into this SharePoint. But you see we have the raw file, right? So we need to create a table for this file. So what I'm going to do for that, I will click on new step. I will go to Excel. Here I have something called create table. So I will select this create table, and here I need to specify location. So I want to create this table file inside my this SharePoint training. I will select my document library. I will say documents. Now here, then, basically what this is telling me, where is your file? Okay, so my file is created here, right? Create file. So if I go down here, so I have this path available here. So the path of this file, I am simply passing it here. Then I need to pass my table range with A1 notation. So which simply means I need to tell from where my table is starting and where my table is ending. So if you see, this is the starting of my table, that is A1. What is the ending of my table? That is D4. A1 D4. So I can simply say A1 colon D4. But we need to remember we can have multiple sheets inside one Excel. So that's why we also need to specify our sheet number. So what we'll say here, we'll simply say this is, let me click here. So this is sheet 2, right? So I simply need to write here sheet 2 and then not equals to sheet 2 not equals to A1 and D4. All right. All right. So now we have created it. So now my table is ready, but let me add a delay here as well. I will say delay, and I'm going to add a delay of 10 seconds again. So the reason why I'm adding delay, because once a file will create it, so it will take at least a microsecond, maybe millisecond as well to get saved. And sometimes we may run into an unexpected issue as well. So till now what we have done, we have simply uploaded our spreadsheet file to a local SharePoint drive, and then in that particular local file we have simply created our table. Okay, now if we have created a table, now let's go and we can simply use our this operation like list rows present in a table, and here I will select my location, that would be SharePoint. I will use this my SharePoint training. Inside my document library I can simply say documents. Here I need my file name. So now this file, I need to pass path of this file. So I can simply search here for path, and here we go. So the path is available here now, and if you see here, the table will be created dynamically right from this one. So we are not getting this one, but the table will be created with the name table 1. So I'm going to put the same name. Now I can iterate through each element of my spreadsheet. So I can simply copy that data into my SharePoint list. So for that, now I will go to my SharePoint and I will choose create item here. I can simply select my site here, that is again training one, list name, that is employee list, and when I click on here show advanced option, okay, here I can start fitting the value. And alright, so as the table will have more than one record, so we need a loop here. So I'm going to use apply to each. I will go to control, and inside my control I have this apply to each. Here I can simply pass the value. Let me pass value here. Now I can drag and drop this one inside this, and here I can easily get all the fields. So employee ID, I will search for employee. Okay, so here I'm not getting employee ID directly, but what I can get this current item. So I will go to peak code here, and I will simply copy this, apply to each. Let me copy this, and let me copy simply this. So what I will do, this current item will have more than one records. So I will need to write expression here. I will simply say this apply to each. I will close this. I'll put a question mark here. Then I need to pass my employee ID. So let me open my this spreadsheet, because I need to put the exact name. And here let me remove this. I will say employee ID. Oh, sorry. Let me type it manually only, employee ID. So the employee ID is available here now. Now I can copy the same and I can put this inside my department. And the only thing I will need to remove this as well. And let's remove this as well. And here instead of employee, now I need department. I need to make sure my spellings are accurate, else this will fail. So I've added department. Okay, we have salary field as well. So I'm going to again say same thing. And I will say CLARY. And let me write let me copy this to notepad. Okay, and then at the end we have status. So I will copy this and I'm going to put here status. So I will copy this. Okay, let me go to status first, and I will enter custom value. I will go to expression and I will paste my expression here. I will say okay, and then similarly here I'll be passing this salary. I will click on salary, I will go to expression and I will simply save this. That's it. So let me test this one, then we'll see if there are any errors. We'll resolve that. Okay, so this is saved now. I'm going to test this manually. Okay, so currently we don't have any record here. I will click on continue. I need to upload my spreadsheet here. I will upload this. I will say run my flow. Let me click on done. So this is going to take some time because I have added, at least 20 seconds delay here. So here if you see, the file will be created. So if I will go to my documents and I go to my this Excel upload, and you see now the spreadsheet is ready. Okay, it failed. Let's see where. Alright, it failed in this step. Alright, so most probably our file, this one, it have some issue here like this is not coming automatically, like there should be a spreadsheet extension. So let me fix this one quickly. Alright, so guys, the issue here is we are not getting that XLS like the extension of spreadsheet. So the reason for that is here if you see, we are passing a file name without extension. So that is the main problem here. So what I will do, I will simply add Excel as X. So remember we need to add extension. Oh, I'm doing it at file content. I need to do it exactly in my file name. So XLSX, and let me save and let me run my flow again, because the reason here is it was not able to recognize it is a spreadsheet even if I download it. So that was the reason. So let me test this now. Okay, this one is saved now. I can test this. I can click on manual. I will test it. And let me load my spreadsheet. I will click on import. I will pass my sheet and I will say run flow. I will click on done. So now this should trigger. File is created. Let me refresh here. You see the file gets created, and here we have 10 seconds delay is completed. The table is created. Now if you will, when you will open this spreadsheet and when you click here, I will go here. Alright, this is completed. So now what I will do, let me refresh this. Okay, so now you will notice here a table 1 automatically get formed using our flow. And the second thing is when I will go to list, now you see we have all this employee ID 135 with IT, finance and sales records. They also get copied to our SharePoint list. So let me reiterate one more time what we did here. Our goal was to simply upload a spreadsheet, okay, and then simply upload that document into flow, and then flow should copy that data from spreadsheet to SharePoint. And we have also seen a condition that initially when we provided the spreadsheet, there was no table, nothing formatting was there. So that's why we started our flow from here. We need to attach a file content. So once the file content was provided, we saved that file into one of the SharePoint location. Then we added a delay. Then we created a table. To create a table, you simply need to give your table range. That is the A1 notation here. Here we provided path of our file. Now our table is ready. Again we added few seconds delay because whenever we create a table or file and there are some delays, then we simply iterated into that particular table using this list rows in a table. Then we used this create item operation to add content for each item from spreadsheet to SharePoint. So thank you for watching this video.